Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stargate SG-1 watch along tonight. We've already got some great people in the chat. Good to see you all. And, I don't know about you guys, but this makes my Sunday. This makes my weekend, this Stargate watch along, So let's bring it. Gary, how you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm doing well. Like I said, kind of a heat wave here, but doing okay.
Yeah. Woohoo! And Brian, how you doing?
Doing good, bro. The Twitter voted on my meal, and it's a Taki flavored triple cheeseburger. So I'm doing great. I'm so glad they didn't pick salad.
Do you know what? If you were in the SGC, right around the Stargate, there would just be loads of rappers.
Yeah, that's accurate.
It's SG-47 who've gone through again.
Look at this. Look at that bad boy, bro. Look at the size of that thing. My goodness.
Yeah. Actually, I take it back. If you were in the SGC, they would have like a takeaway burger bar right next to the gate.
I want to see Brian try to take a bite of that and have his jaws lock. You know.
Like Simpsons, Gary trying to get his fist in there. So, we've got another 2 episodes tonight. We are racing through season 2 of SG-1.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 episodes tonight, as we always normally do. So the first one tonight, to make you all really excited, is we've got episode 17, which is Holiday, which is a Daniel Jackson story. And then we've got episode 18, which is Serpent's song. Now I like 18. Serpent's song is a good ethical episode in my mind. So I'm interested to see what you guys think. I'm interested to see what Gary thinks of it for seeing it in the first time. And all of you, good to see you. I see Garbage has just joined. Good to see you, buddy.
What's up?
Good to see you.
I'm going to be keeping a tally of how many annoying things Daniel does in this first episode. If it's a Daniel,
episode.
Daniel. I
tell you what,
Gary's going to love this first episode. That's for sure.
When we get to Jacked Daniel, that'll balance itself off quite nicely. Actually, that list. So, the rules, as we always set them out at the beginning for anybody who's watching for the first time, is simple. So you see below us here, we've got a timer on the screen. We watch the episodes in Discord. There's a link at the top of the YouTube chat. So click on that. That will take you in. That's where we're playing the episodes. We all watch along together, and then we chat in the YouTube chat about the episode as we go along. When we finish the first episode, we give it a score out of 10. We then reset the clock for the second episode of the evening as well. So if you don't want to watch it in the Discord, you can go on your Amazon and you can play it in your streaming service or your DVD and Blu-ray player. If you want to, of your sets, you just got to literally just sync it up with a timer. So that's everything. So what we do is when we're ready to go, Brian will give me a 3-second countdown. I'll start the clock and we will go for it.
All right, let's go. Don't forget, links in the chat. If you want to join us in Discord, there's only one person in there right now. So I'm assuming that everyone watching right now is just watching to see an empty reaction, which is sort of funny. Or they're watching on their own, and they're going to sync it up with the timer. We are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off, everybody.
Since this is a Daniel episode, I'm going to kind of go ahead and pre-score it in my head, so I won't need the time afterwards.
Yeah. I love the shots with the Stargate now that they're doing these close-up shots. Really well done.
That's cool. I like that.
When the intro ticks, I'm going to turn my camera off and go to the bathroom because I ran right in here from my car. So
you're not doing that live, mate.
Not live. Not live.
I think you should. We should let the chat decide whether you can go to the restroom, Brian.
Yeah, it's a poll.
Yeah, if you don't want him to, say that in the chat now. He'll be forced to stay.
Yeah, see him degrade over the episode. What? what have we learnt about going to alien worlds? Don't touch the technology.
That's right.
Yeah. Immediately.
Yeah.
Arrest them. Yeah. Don't wonder, Daniel.
Now, I think this is Michael Shanks, isn't it?
Looks like him, yeah.
Yeah, I think he played Marcello. Yeah, garbage. Brian will be turning off his camera, his mic, as well as his camera.
All you hear is
doing a Naked Gun.
like, oh yeah.
Good to see you, Victor Fontaine.
Welcome.
Is he blind?
Everything's coming to an end for this guy. Yeah.
Is his character blind?
He's very struggling with vision. Yeah.
Advanced cataracts.
Yeah. The whole episode hinges on him stealing Daniel's glasses, and it's a pursuit across the galaxy.
Right. Yeah.
You notice O'Neill's sitting out of this one. He's like, "Oh, crazy guy." Over to you, Daniel.
Is that's really Michael Shanks? Really? Wow.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty sure it is too. Come on, Dan.
Yeah, just double checked. It is definitely Michael Shanks.
Good job, Daniel. You killed him. First thing.
Very bad own goal by Daniel.
That's weird. Why would he be?
You can just picture Teal'c holding him under his arm.
I assume he would just grab his leg and just drag him through the gate.
Yeah,
his head's knocking on. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Be right back.
just flinging him through the gate by his crotch.
Yeah, they're just carrying him like one at the with the arms, one with the legs,
Like,
and heave.
Just toss him through the gate. General Hammond's like, "What the hell is this old man doing on the deck?"
Or maybe he has like a trebuchet. Just put him in the trebuchet and fling him through the gate. I'd actually like to see that. That'd be funny. Yeah, different ways of entering the gate you'd like to see. Trebuchet would be my top. But it's interesting the way that the gate was filmed where the top where you see
It's
the
good, isn't it?
chevron alight. I would guess when you do like 20 of these a season, it's probably at some point a struggle to come up with an interesting way to shoot the gate itself, because it's so, there's the front side, there's the back side, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's well done. There you go, Gary.
Okay, well, all right. So I'll add a point to my rating now.
You can't beat Janet. I watched Supernatural last night, and she was in that as a doctor.
Well, I hope you enjoy that show. You'll have to tell me about it someday.
You'll be watching every episode
No, I will
of that
not.
now.
I will not.
All 15 seasons.
He has no life. Where's he going to drive?
Yeah.
It's not like he has a date or anything.
That's harsh. They tortured him badly. Oh, Daniel will definitely be able to help with this one. It's awfully generous of the general, isn't it?
But be here all the earlier
Sorry
the
about
next
that.
morning.
All right. What'd I miss?
Marcello's come through the gate, is in a critical condition.
Hathor
Daniel has
showed
got
up.
the all clear. Yeah.
All right.
Gary got to see Janet Fraser.
So I missed his erection.
Yeah.
How dare you?
It's quite a good apartment block he lives in then. See, that's concerning, isn't it? He's going to go in and then he starts following a woman. Yeah.
He immediately changes the gate.
Yeah. Restraining order much?
That's what I figured happened.
By the way, I'm not sure why they don't just believe him. This has happened like 4 times already.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you got any birthmarks, Daniel, or tattoos in difficult positions?
Lucky guess. What are you talking about, bro? It's stupid.
Yeah. Do you know what the general's thinking right now? He's thinking, if this gets back to Kinsey, this is another problem for us.
Why don't you ask him, who are you married to? And he can go, Shari!
Sorry.
General just gets a call. Yeah, we've had a call. The police have got Daniel Jackson after trying to run away with a woman that didn't consent. Yeah, something's up here.
Garbage is it says every time I say Daniel, he's having a beer. So Garbage is going to be laid out by the time this episode is halfway over.
Garbage is on the floor with its legs in the air.
Yep.
Clearly, that's not LA.
Hasn't got fentanyl in his hand.
Because that's the only thing people in LA do.
I mean, at least he's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not sinister, is he? Now, would they have the tech to realize that at the time? You know, that was 97.
Right. We did have brainwave scans in the 90s.
Okay. Yeah.
What if their brainwaves match? You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. Calling in the specialist again. That never ends well, does it? At the SGC.
Yeah.
It's either they get killed or they get sent to Mayborn's
Yeah,
unit.
a bunch of red shirts.
So here's what I would do. I would go back to the planet. I'd get the mechanism. I'd then put it in a van and take Marcello with you and just drive around the city until you find Daniel's body, and then grab him, throw him in the van, and then make them touch the thing at the same time, and then it would reverse it. That's my solution.
Yeah. Or get Daniel to swap with the tramp.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
They can swap Magellan or Magellan, whatever his name is, with some dude in a coma. So that they have access to Magellan's or Magellan, whatever his name is.
Cello, yeah.
That was funny. There's a collection of magazines back here.
Yeah. They look like women at gyms. What's He's clearly
there's an article on Hathor in this one.
Yeah, yeah. There's a pin-up of a female Jafar. What?
Tilk, it's your wife.
Yeah, yeah. Pouches Monthly.
Pouches XL.
Yeah. Jafar swimsuit special.
That's funny. Win a dream date with Hathor.
Yeah.
Oh, they just swapped, didn't they?
Yeah, this is good. They must have had so much fun with this.
Oh, I bet you can't switch twice. They're gonna have to do some weird math to get people into the right bodies.
Yeah, they just have to keep switching around, like putting different combos of people, and so there's
the whole
37 different switches going on.
The whole SGC.
That's right.
Well, mathematically, if there's 4 people, then it would take 16 people to get into the right bodies.
I want to see Sam and Hammond switch.
Gary, I worry about whether if you switched with Frasier, what would happen. Don't think you haven't
I would
thought
just
that.
sit down and,
I know you.
I would just sit down and stare at the mirror all the time.
Yeah, it'd be like, Janet, you haven't left the locker room for 4 days. What's going on?
He starts an OnlyFans.
Well, didn't they lift it? I thought they lifted it before. Maybe they need to chant. Say like, all I want for Christmas is a symbiote or something.
Oh.
She should just start busting laughing and just say, oh,
she's half right.
She's like, psych.
Yeah. Is this the first comment about Cal No Ream? It's the first. Oh, what illness would that be, possibly? Yeah, it's the first time I hear it. So Neil's got to meditate now. No, that's just pure comedy gold.
I think it's. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I think it's very coincidental that he just happens to get sick while he's not in his body. That's an added layer that we didn't really need. We already have a mystery going on. You know what I mean? We don't need this added layer.
But is there another mystery that's going on in this episode that is making him unwell?
I'm just saying, from the perspective of the viewer for the first time, that this is an added layer that at this moment doesn't seem required. You know?
No, just find Daniel Jackson.
Why did the Stargate supply closet have so many candles?
That's where he sleeps, in the supply closet.
Yeah.
They're actually very racist against Jaffa.
Yeah.
He also has his own place in the cafeteria, and he can't drink out of the same water fountain.
He needs to be, Jaffa need to be in proximity to wax, apparently.
It's how they do the gold symbols, mate. You got to top them up.
It's the wax, yeah.
So, can I just say one criticism I've got? You've got the Stargate Command. You've got Stargate Command, who are extremely efficient on all things military. How long has he been out in the wild, and yet nobody has turned up yet to pick him up?
Way too long. You're right.
I just added another point to this episode.
I'm going to fly over to the US and I'm going to go around town like acting like Daniel Jackson, see how long it is before I'm tasered.
About 4 minutes. What's in your wallet?
Yeah. Just pick the one you want.
She's gonna get a whole lot more than those cards.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
This doesn't even really count as a B story because it's kind of tied to the A story. It's kind of like a A- story.
This reminds me of being a kid at church when you're told to pray and you're trying to get into that state and you keep opening your eyes while everyone else is still doing it.
Yeah, I was that kid.
Have we done yet?
You start crawling under the pews.
Yeah. It's such a shame that we didn't get like extras, like and deleted scenes, from these early seasons, because I bet it's rich full of them just cracking up on the set.
They should put out a shirt like I switched bodies and all I got was Kel No Reap.
Yeah, I'll look like him when I finish all 15 seasons of Supernatural.
Yeah, you and I will be super dead. I mean, super old, and poor Gary is going to be on a literal bed with life support.
Yeah. You'll both be lying next to me.
Guys, I'm so tired of watching this. Just let me die.
That'll be just halfway through season 1.
Yeah, I'll go, Doc, I can't go yet.
Oh,
I've got the finale.
Vincent Van Gogh's dying. Not Vincent Van Gogh. Who was the
Magellan.
Vincent Price.
No, who was it in that Voyager episode? It was Van Gogh.
Oh.
Not Van Gogh. It was you know who I'm thinking about?
I know. Da Vinci.
Da Vinci, yes, Da Vinci.
I love those episodes of Voyager. Look at that. Actual proper straws, not paper straws.
Oh, don't get me started, bro.
Yeah. 1 minute and it's gone.
Yeah, I have a real straw right here because I bought a pack of real straws.
Yeah.
Ices were kind of, yeah. I never liked ices that much. He should get the waitress back and say, "Would you share this with me?" She's like, "Really? Okay." Yeah. What do you have in mind?
Well, if you follow me to my apartment,
just bring the whipped cream. Here's my address.
At the end of this episode, Daniel finds out he's actually slept with 15 women.
That's right. Hammond comes in. Daniel, someone's at the front gate for you.
Yeah. It's like loads of women in a few seasons' time with just babies. Garbage. I'm going to have to get those. I hate paper straws. I wish to eat. You would get on with him so well, Brian.
I would.
Yeah. Yeah, that's concerning.
I just want to know what that waitress is ordering with his gold card.
Yeah, exactly.
On Amazon.
She no longer works there, Gary.
I mean,
she's long gone.
I really want to know what she's ordering with that gold card. He didn't promise yet. Don't leave.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
It would be so flipping funny if he came back and his body was bald. It would be. It's not going to happen, but it'd be hilarious.
With a gold symbol on his forehead.
He's haphazardly drawing a symbol.
If they'd like literally eaten in every restaurant along the block, Gary, do you reckon?
Well, he comes out of one, and then Daniel just randomly follows some other woman until to the next place.
Exactly.
I think they should have done a Marcello and Fred spinoff.
Yeah.
Every week they're just wandering around and then get into a new fix as they wander down the street.
Coming soon from Alex Kurtzman, Fred and Marcello.
Music by Michael Giacchino.
The entire season is building up to which restaurant they're going to dine at.
When are we going to go back into the waitress?
The what?
The waitress.
Yeah, the waitress. She's gone.
That's it, bro. Never gonna see her again. It's all right.
Daniel's apartment's already been cleared out. You know, if you were Daniel, you probably start thinking, maybe I should just be an advisor on site at the SGC going forward.
You don't need to go through the gate, bro.
Yeah.
Daniel should start wearing a t-shirt that says, "Don't touch anything."
Yeah.
You know, I think they may have been trying to ship those two the first couple seasons.
Yeah. I'm sure I read something about that as well, because there was that. There was also spoilers. There's also the Jack and Carter thing as well.
Yeah, but Jack and Carter, it was later on when that became.
Wait, are you talking about Daniel and Sam or Daniel and Fraser?
Daniel and Sam. Oh. You're thinking about Carter and Fraser, aren't you? That's what you really are.
No, because You said,
I know you, mate.
No, because you said ship those two, and you said that right when she walked in, so I wasn't really sure who you were talking.
Yeah, I think the first couple of seasons they were considering Daniel and Carter.
Yeah. I think they, from the first episode, they set them up of those two kind of getting it on when they're on Abydos.
Do the math, guys. 4 people. You need.
So
you need 16 people to make this right.
Okay, wait a minute. So he encrypted this machine, and yet he doesn't have the necessary tech to unencrypt.
He probably needs a computer,
that makes
bro.
No sense.
No, that makes complete sense. You need a computer that can interface.
He does, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. That's what.
Even if he didn't know, it makes sense that you need a certain kind of computer that can interface with that machine.
No, I get that, but I mean, if he originally encoded it, he could reverse it.
Yeah, with a computer. Where's the computer at?
I would just drag him by his legs back to the world. Yeah,
that's probably where it's at. But if you asked me to reprogram my Linux server, I could not do it without certain software that is only on my computer. And you gave me another random laptop, I would need something else.
Scotty could.
Yeah. Oh, Scotty is a miracle worker, bro. Scotty can do it with a rubber band and a paperclip.
A fork.
Remember the Voyage Home when he goes, clear aluminum, matey.
How'd you know I didn't invent the bloody thing? Oh, interesting ethical question. If you could have that technology, would you sacrifice the life of someone in your command?
No.
Very good.
I mean, mathematically, yes.
Do you know the one time this actually did become a thing was in Angel when Fred died and was taken over by Illyria?
When he had to
they kept
Illyria.
it.
That's right.
Yeah. Which was a good twist.
It was a good way of keeping Amy Acker on the show.
Yeah, I was very grateful for that.
Yeah, we all were.
She pioneered blue hair.
I don't know why they're going through all this. Immediately, I could tell you how to get everyone in the right body. This is a math problem, and there's a bunch of geniuses that work there. It's not that hard. That's why this episode gets low bars for me.
Yeah, that's the ends don't justify the means kind of discussion, isn't it, really? It's probably best to keep quiet about Hathor and sleeping with her and
right
having lots of Goa'uld babies, Daniel.
Dude, think about how many times in that episode Daniel had to have an orgasm. I mean, they're There were millions of
You
those
know,
things,
I would
dude.
just, if I were Daniel, I would just say,
On
look,
cam.
by you doing this to me, you've sacrificed any moral high ground that you think you have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's not my job to teach an adult ethics, right?
Yeah.
Get the math, start doing the math, and get everyone in the right body, and let that dude pass away. He's not your problem.
You're acting just like him.
Oh, that's a winner. Great comment.
Good for you, Daniel.
Mm.
I will
Hey,
find
good to see you, Gap
you.
After Dark.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Uh-oh. After they switch back, I want them to just program the Stargate with a random destination and toss Marcello through it.
To see him floating in space.
Yeah.
Marcello's not making it through this one, bro. No way.
I mean, that body's on its last bits, isn't it, really?
She didn't do
But
it
there's
right.
other they can find someone.
She didn't do
This
it
is what
right.
bothers me. They're not considering.
Well, here's
They're
an
not
idea.
They're not considering actually getting them what he wants. There's people in comas. There's so many other options here.
Or here's a radical thing. They could have not destroyed the sarcophagus a few episodes back, and then they could have put Marcello in a body with someone with a terminal illness.
Right.
And then there you go. Everyone wins.
Janet Fraser didn't do that resuscitation right. On TV, you're supposed to get on top of the body and start pounding and go, "Don't you die! Don't you die!"
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. She just said it's a little complicated. It's not complicated, actually. It's basic math. I figured it out the minute they got that thing back. They're doing exactly what they should have been doing from the beginning.
Yeah. But you could speak to Marcello and say, how about the Tok'ra? You know, that's an option. Just
Right.
A few episodes ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
Are they back?
Again, they should have considered all this the minute they discovered the problem. All right, let's go find someone in a coma. Let's go make this work.
They would have had like 25 minutes of time to kill.
I know. So this episode could have been 7 minutes long, if I'm being honest, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, hurry up before there's a power shortage.
What we didn't want to tell Gary is for the next 5 seasons, General Hammond is actually a woman.
Him and Fraser accidentally switched.
Yeah. Why is my stomach so full?
All right, somebody grab a pillow.
I mean, like, that could have been such a great weapon to use against the Goa'uld, the guy who's been, I don't know, lost opportunity, man.
For my what?
For his holiday.
Oh.
Which is the name of the episode? Daniel's Day Off.
Yeah.
What happens to Fred though?
Well, next week you find out Daniel finds his credit card bill.
All right.
And how
he comes home and Fred is living in his apartment.
That needs to be the last line of this episode, where somebody, looks up and goes, "But what of Fred?"
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if Fred is literally living at Daniel's place now. They become best friends
with the waitress.
It's just
with the waitress
out of the shower.
Like, hey, Danny boy. All right.
Okay, so that was that episode. So
Garbage says he's already gone, so we bid farewell to Garbage.
Yeah,
he's 55 beers in the last 40 minutes.
Yeah,
later, Garbage.
He'll be back soon. He's on the floor at the moment, though, just convulsing due to the kegs he's downing at the moment.
So it's wild. This episode is, in my opinion, not good because it uses plot to get to plot. The stuff with the meditation. It was an unnecessary side quest.
Yeah, that was a time for it.
I have no problem with side quests in longer movies and TV shows that are entertaining. This had no purpose. Now, if the side quest was like for pure entertainment value and like maybe it was some way of showing the difference between the two and comedy stuff, fine. But that was just a random side quest that didn't do anything. The stuff with Daniel and Michelin switching, interesting, cool concept. Someone like Sam, who is so smart, should have immediately knew that the device did that. That guy's telling the truth. Go pick up Daniel, bring him back. Oh, you can't make it work because they've already switched before? Okay. Guys, don't worry.
Yeah.
Basic math. Let's get everyone switched around.
Then it's just a shell game at that point.
Right. And then after you get everyone switched back, go, okay, we need to keep Michelin alive somehow. Call the Tok'ra, or let's get some terminally ill patients, like Gary said, or someone in a coma. Let's quickly work to keep this brand new, amazing resource that we can use to fight the Goa'uld. I don't understand why they didn't turn this into an opportunity instead of a almost hour-long episode of confusion.
You're absolutely right, but then they have a habit of, what is one of their first rules at the SGC, that they need to find alien technology to bring back and defend themselves against the Goa'uld.
That is literally the primary job.
Yeah. And what did they do a few weeks ago? They go, here's a sarcophagus that could potentially heal people with life critical conditions. We're gonna blow it up. They've done that, and then this one as well. This is going to be sent to Area 51, where it'll be mothballed for some time because they're working on more high priority things. So it is a strange one. I will say with this episode.
I'm sorry, John. Yeah. Can I interrupt real quick because the sarcophagus thing? This is actually a really good point. They blew it up for moral reasons because it. When you use it for too long, it makes you nuts, right?
Yeah.
But
one or two times is fine.
1 or 2 times, 3 or 4 times. Daniel has used the thing like 400 times now, and he's still normal.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really a moral reason. Yeah, the side effect of this drug, if you take it too much too often, is this. So don't take it too much too often. I mean,
Well,
really, the real reason is if they have a sarcophagus, then writing wise, there's less stakes. Like that's going to be a tool that we always want them to use. But like, realistically thinking, they should have kept it.
Well, it's like medication, isn't it? When you're prescribed it, it says take this. You know, you don't keep carrying on taking the dose after the recommended amount.
You don't go, hey, my meds say to take one a day, but if one's good.
But sadly, in that episode, Daniel would have done that.
Right, I know. No, that's why it don't make sense, man. I didn't like that episode. I don't like this episode. I don't like episodes that exist solely to fill time.
I will say this episode sets up a future episode where they do discover an experiment of Michello.
Yes.
Yeah, so there is that's loosely connected to it, but other than that,
and the stuff
it
with
is a standalone.
The meditations is sort of a setup, but these are real. These are real light things. Like if this episode didn't exist, other episodes they wouldn't suffer for it.
Yeah. So what you give it out of 10, mate? Brian?
I mean, I have to give it a 5 out of 10 because it wasn't bad. It just wasn't good. And the stuff that I just talked about, you know, those are frustrating things. I don't like any TV, whether it's Stargate, Star Trek, or, you know, freaking the Golden Girls, where the whole point of a plot point is to get to the next plot point. Like it needs to have some kind of flow in writing that tells a story that is at the very least mildly entertaining and or has a moral. This had a semi-moral where it's like, oh, you are Goa'uld because you're doing exactly what they did. But okay, that's cool speech. But you could have got there in like the first 7 minutes of the show. So we wasted some time here.
Yeah, you give me a good idea actually about a Golden Girls spin-off, which is a horror where they're trying to steal bodies. Let's write that one, guys.
Golden Girls, but they get a hold of them like they're stealing younger women's bodies.
Yeah,
except for Blanche, she wants a man. You know.
Thank you for being a friend. Swap.
Thank you for being a friend.
And Gary, what do you give
something home and back again?
Well, if I start it at 5, I would actually. I mean, I agree with everything that you guys have said. I would actually take away a point from that because tonally, it's all over the place. The comedy didn't fit with the kind of philosophical, you know, you're now becoming everything that you say you hate, you know, and in retrospect, the whole thing with Fred didn't really build to anything. So it was like
if it introduced Fred as a character, that'd be different.
Well, but if it's like they sat around, they came up with the concept, and then like different people like threw in, oh, would it be good if this happened? It would be good if that happened. And then they just gave the list to whoever was going to be listed as the writer for it and said, okay, good, here you go.
Gary, what you just described is called writing room roulette.
Yeah.
It's something that actually happens a lot. Okay. In fact,
there you go.
Specifically, Star Trek Discovery, they actually bragged about this in the first season when it was first announced. I wish I could find this video, but when it was first announced, they showed the trailer and they were showing how diverse their writing room was, and they had interviews with the writers like, yeah, we're all huge fans, and so we sit down and we all write ideas, we put the ideas on the board, and we start going through it together. And I'm like, that's not how you write stories.
And then that worked so well that the people running that room ended up getting fired. So you know
that's not you don't create a story based on group consensus.
Yeah,
you can punch up a story, you can get ideas.
It felt like there were a lot of disparate elements that were tossed in, and not any real effort was made to achieve like a coherent tone throughout it. So I started with 5. I took a point off from that, but I'm going to add back a half point for Fraser and a half point for the waitress and a half point for the waitress. So I'm going to end up at 5.
So you just did exactly what that episode did and wasted my time with your rating.
Yeah. We knew there was a Fraser top-up score coming in at some point.
Well,
I know you too well,
it
mate.
was more of the waitress top-up score.
So
that's true. Fraser always adds a point.
Yeah, I'm look, guys. I'm the same. It's a 5 out of 10 for me. It's not what I say is a terrible episode. It's not a great episode. It's just middle of the road for me, really. It's a standalone story. Yes, as I said, there's a story that relates to Marcello coming up, but other than that, if this
one didn't exist, nothing would change.
Right. Now, listen, there are more than 30 people watching, so I'll tell you right now. If you're new here, we love Stargate SG-1. It's one of our favorite, John and I, one of our favorite things ever. But you got to call balls and strikes, right? You got to be honest. Not every episode of TV is any series is going to be great or even good. There's going to be bad episodes of TV. Look, Voyager, one of my all-time favorite shows of all time, my personally favorite Star Trek. We got episodes like Threshold. I mean, come on. When they turn that's a bad episode of TV. There's plenty. TNG, great series, right? Star Trek TNG. There's some bad episodes of TV there. It's okay. And back in the day when there were 22 episodes in a season, you can have some stinkers and still have a series that lands into the history books as a killer, as a top 10 series. But not every episode's perfect.
But to add to what you just said, mate, and to back it up, I will say that what you do have in that story, you had some nice moments there where you've got like Teal'c and O'Neill with the comedy elements.
This isn't Emancipation. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
Like Emancipation is legitimately a bad episode of TV. This is not.
But exactly right. We adore Stargate. It's fantastic. But I will say, and I've said this before, when you watch an episode like this and you compare it to what we're getting now, it's a 10 compared to what we're getting now, because the quality is so much better.
It's so hard. Like I know you and I talked about yesterday. We're going to get to Lost City at some point. And first off, I'm so excited to get there. I'm more excited for Gary to see it.
Yes.
Because when we talk about like peak Stargate, like that's one of those peaks. Like if it was a stock price like this in this episode, the stock dripped a little bit, right? Next episode will go back up, and it peaks and valley. But when you get to Lost City, it's one of those peaks where it's like that's when you sell the stock, right?
Yeah.
Well, like I'm so excited to get to that point, but before we get there, there's going to be episodes that we might not like as much, and there's going to be episodes that we like. But in my opinion, in the first 5 seasons, that's the peak. That's the top of the mountain.
Yeah. And we're on one hell of a cracking journey as well.
Yeah, we are.
With this series. It's going to be great.
Yeah, we're trekking.
I was also going to say hi to Pseudo Sci-Fi. Good to see you, my friend, in the chat tonight. Also, Pseudo Sci-Fi gives it a 7 out of 10. Juliet gives it a 7 out of 10.
Good.
Victor Fontaine gives it a 5 out of 10. He said he was bored with this one. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Julie Coonan, 6 out of 10 it was for me. I don't mind the body swapping idea, but it didn't get going for me and was dull. Yeah, I get where you're coming from on that as well. So that's
this was like the Freaky Friday of Stargate.
Yep. And as Brian was saying, we've got over 30 people watching now. So hello to everybody. It's nice to see you. Just to refresh everybody who may have just come in, the way we do things now is if you click on the link at the top of the chat, that will take you into our Discord where we're watching the episodes together, and we comment along in the YouTube live chat. There's a timer on the screen, so when we start the episode, Brian gives a 3-second countdown, I start the episode, so you can either watch it in Discord with us, or you can sync up your streaming service with the timer or your DVD and Blu-ray box set. Good to have you with us, and feel free to chat and let us know what you think.
And if one of the 30 people who is watching us now is the actress who played the waitress in that episode, God. I just wanted to say that I think you were the best thing in that episode.
Yeah.
Guys, if you guys know someone that is looking for a husband in Southern California, Gary really needs to get married.
Yes.
Hey, listen, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, do me a favor and subscribe. Hit the like button. And we do this every Sunday at 12:30 p.m. PST. And it's a real cool concept. It's personally my best time of the, it's my favorite day of the week.
It's great.
Because I get
Love
to
it.
do this. Get to watch Stargate
I just
with
need
the boys.
somebody to cook for
Yeah.
me like Brian has.
So do me a solid though. Also, if you're not with us in Discord, because out of 30 people, there's only like 8 people or 10 people in Discord. You know, if you want to watch in Discord, great. If you have your own way to watch it, Amazon, Blu-ray box set, whatever. The next episode we're watching is called A Serpent Song on Amazon. It's season 2, episode 18, also MGM Plus. That's what we're going to start right now. And when we start it, you can just sync up your version of it to the timer. If you don't want to do all that, just come in Discord. Either way, we're about to start. You guys ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah, ready to roll.
All right. We're starting season 2, episode 18, Serpent Song in 3, 2, 1.
Robot won't
And
work.
we're off. Yeah. So again, this is an ethical one. I do like this episode. I'm
Yeah,
on
this
record as
episode
saying
is,
that.
in my opinion, better than last.
Ooh, this one has foul language.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the rating for this is all based on the first episode
Yeah.
of the series. So the first first 3
really?
seasons, their TV rating was based on for the first episode,
Okay.
and
there
that
should
first
be a-
episode was
there
on Showtime.
There
So
should be a
Yeah.
nudity
They-
rating then.
They say frack a few times.
I've been using that term lately, frack.
Yeah.
Why is Daniel looking like he's shooting an ad?
I think the
Yes,
purpose
for-
of that is to show that he's not the soldier in that group.
Yeah.
He has like no military bearing whatsoever.
SGC Summer
It's like,
Weekly.
Daniel, you're not shooting a swimsuit ad, Daniel.
I like that they're in like a desert type area.
Yeah.
Now. It's not like
Yeah, it's great.
another Canadian forest.
Yeah. This is a good. I love the effects on this as well.
Tilk knows something's up.
Yeah. Can you not get in then, Gap After Dark?
It is balloon.
Let us know if you can get in, okay?
Oh, space whale. Oh.
Yeah, you can always just watch it on web too,
Yeah.
like and just kill the program. But
Yeah.
it should take you directly to the watch party. If not,
Yeah.
then join the Popcast Discord and then go into the watch party.
Yeah.
We tried to do another way that wasn't Discord, but every other service would kick us off for copyright. So this is like the only way to stream it for free.
Gap, if you click the link at the top of the YouTube chat, that should take you straight to it, my friend. Yeah, Brian's channel's Popcast, so we're doing it from his Discord. And the channel for YouTube here is Sci-Fi Chronicles. But if you go to Popcast,
Oh, you're kidding.
Try that link, Gab After Dark. If you try that link, that'll take you to the main Discord, and you can just click on the watch party channel.
yeah.
Why is he out flying a lone flyer?
About to find out. Well, someone just joined our Discord, so
Yeah, good to see you, whoever's joined.
yep, Gap just joined the server.
Yeah, good to see you.
Now all you gotta do, Gap, is hit the watch party voice channel.
Oh, he says
You'll
they
see
got
people
it.
in there.
They said they got it now. So okay, good.
Cool.
Yeah, brilliant. This intro, I keep saying it, I love this intro. Doctor Who intro is superb, but this is awesome.
If Daniel would have stayed as the old guy, they could have just had him slowly enter the room and extend the theme by about 5 minutes as he kind of slowly saunters into the room.
They've got like a Stenner stair lift taking him up the ramp.
Yeah, up the ramp into the Stargate. Actually,
He goes on
right.
mission sitting on the Melp.
That's right. That would have been great.
Look at this.
Tilk's about to double. He's about to double tap. Tip, 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 tip.
Yeah. What goes around comes around, Apophis. Oh boy.
Great. That's terrific.
Yeah, get yourself through that gate.
That's kind of dumb, Jack.
That was cool, wasn't it? That's the new titanium iris, remember? Because it went.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Into a black hole. Hey, John Burns, good to see you. Yeah, Teal wanted to wipe him out in that second. I love Hammond. Brilliant. I love Hammond. So good.
So good. We don't need to get him all Mars. Let him die.
Yeah.
This is why I would make a bad general. I'd be like, nah, that guy sucks.
Yeah, toss him through the gate.
And then Hammond should say, and if he escapes, don't let me find you.
Yeah. This is a great ethical episode about, like in the world, sort of, do you keep a war criminal alive?
Well, Daniel's going to want to talk to him about Charest.
Yeah.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
A robot Goa'uld.
No.
A robot Goa'uld. Who would have thought of a thing?
Still one of the best effects they've ever done on this show.
Yeah, very cool effect.
I'm glad they keep flashing back to it because it was so good.
Yeah.
Just show a shooty up. Just show them a shooty episode. That's bad enough torture. That'll do the trick in 45 minutes.
Yeah. Symbiote would quickly leave the body and start crawling towards the gate.
Get away! Get away!
You have a piece of the iris from the set? Which one? The one that went into the black hole, or the one
Catherine
afterwards?
Powers. She writes the good ones. Catherine Powers.
But you do know that the NID or the CIA, they would want him alive to talk and get tech and knowledge out of them. That would happen, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, they have to do a lockdown, not let anybody outside the facility know about it.
I mean, classic example is the Nazis at the end of the Second World War that came across to Allied countries. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Project Paperclip, yep.
Mm.
But to be fair, Project Paperclip, no matter how immoral, probably helped us win the war and definitely got us to the moon. So
yeah.
We also won the Cold War. So we won a war plus a Cold War. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of a lot of bleeding hearts complain about it, and I get it, but
the alternative is
Yeah,
far
but
more sinister.
at the time they had to make that decision, they didn't know all of that would be the result.
Yeah, but someone hoped it would be the result, and they were right. Right?
Yeah. Well, but then, like you say, the bleeding hearts, like the idiots in this country now, are basically saying Churchill did horrible things. It's like, okay, what's the alternative?
Sometimes good men have to do bad things for good reasons.
Exactly.
That's a real thing, and thank God that there's some good men willing to do bad things out there for all the rest of us that aren't willing to do those bad things.
Yeah. Pseudo sci-fi. Yes, we are going to be doing Atlantis and Universe. I think
in this you have to.
You might not make them do a Universe though. That might be mean.
You have to give more weight to what Teal says and to what Jack says. That's who I'd be giving the most weight to.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Signed by Robert Picardo. Quality.
You can get your own hat without the signature from mixtees.com, like John's hat.
If I were Jack, I'd be ticked at her too.
Yeah, if you want anything like this, make sure you go to Brian's site, Mixed Tees, because he's got some great stuff in there.
Yeah, baby. I like how Jack is just staring at him.
Yeah. But again, based on his file, this isn't this, the first war criminal that Jack's probably been sent after, is it? In his career.
He asks if he can get cable.
He's like, I need more eyeliner, Colonel. I will tell you anything if you procure for me more eyeliner.
Could you put the music from my idol, Boy George from Culture Club on, please? Karma Chameleon.
To watch RuPaul.
You lie poorly.
Ironically, the blokes that go on RuPaul probably do sound like Apophis.
Right?
It's like Apophis. You shouldn't be saying anything remotely like negative at this point.
Yeah. Victor Fontaine, we're going to get there though. We're on a journey now. The quest is the quest.
Great. I love this. Be as sarcastic as you can, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, very good point, John Burns.
Tell me why I would believe a word that you say.
Brian, have you got a link for Mixed Tees you can put in the chat? Because Pseudo Sci-Fi's asked for it.
Oh, of course. Oh, you pulled my leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 links.
Oh, please. If Jack does this, I lose all respect.
That's the short link if you want to share it with your friends.
Yeah.
And this is the full link, the proper link.
Yeah.
So the actual name of the company is mixtees.com, but I got mxtz.co because I was tired of typing it all out.
Yay.
Yes. I love this. I love that about Jack.
If Jack would agree to this, I would lose all respect for the character.
But maybe
so I can sell
it for you, Jack.
Yeah. First time we hear Sokar then.
So toss him through the gate back to where he came from.
Yeah.
Seriously, open the gate, toss him back through to the planet.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's finish it.
And Brian, Sokar is effectively like a prototype and Anubis, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a prototype Anubis.
Yeah.
Anubis is a cool character.
Yeah. Yeah, nerdrotic stuff in mixed teas as well, because you do those as well, don't you, Brian?
Yeah, I do all nerdrotic stuff, yeah. Well, not all of this stuff, but I do like all of his main logo stuff, plus the Friday Night Tight stuff. Yeah. He has some other merch stuff out there with other people, but I'm his first. Yeah. I'm his wife. Those are his side chicks. He's got a bunch of side chicks out there on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
But me and Gary, we're monogamous.
They're way down the line.
Thank you, Garbage. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm his virgin merch supplier.
Yeah.
Before he was a big name, he allowed me to do his merch.
Yeah, all that happened was Gary woke up naked and all he had on was a mixed teas hat.
Gary, you need to sign this so I can do your hats, t-shirts, and mouse pads. He's like, will you give him my clothes back? Yes, I will.
That was an interesting shot.
It's good, wasn't it? And it's
steady cam shot.
Yeah.
Open the gate, toss him back through, and go to lunch.
Well, Gary, this is what I like about SG-1 is there's always another baddie, and there's always another level of baddie in SG-1. I love it. They keep upping the scales.
Later,
look after yourself, mate. Good to see you, pal. He's doing his makeup, look.
Do you have any purple? This is where he tries to say, if you help me, I can get Shari back for you.
Yeah.
$1,000.
You just want to punch him in the face, don't you?
Why do you say it in the past tense?
Yeah. And yet you're lying here and broken in a bed. Oh, I love it.
Ooh, gangster.
That's my wife. Oh, I love it.
There we go, Danny.
Yeah.
That's what guns are for, bitch.
Yeah. Heal yourself from that, matey.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Hope your symbiote can heal you from this, bro.
Yeah. Rip it out of his stomach. Out of his head. Out of the ear.
Yeah, John Burns is right, actually. That's
Okay.
actually very true. He actually overshot the budget, hoping they would turn him down, and they gave it to him for his very
Crazy.
limited role in the movie.
Yeah. But you remember we were talking in season 1, and we were talking about how Carter was saying to Daniel about don't kill those Goa'uld symbiotes in the tank on Chulak, and how we said Carter would change. And now you look at them now, Daniel and Carter and co, they won't even hesitate on killing them now.
Finally, they called the Tok'ra when they should have called them last episode too.
Yeah, I love Martooth, great character, but Shanice for me is just on a whole new level.
Jack should know they're not going to learn anything from Apophis because they'd have no way to verify anything he said.
Yeah. Bye, Christy. Good to see you.
Oh, bye, Christy.
Look after yourself. Because he's trying to save his skin. Oh. Interesting.
I think this guy doesn't know who he's speaking to.
Yeah.
I don't think he fully understands.
But that doesn't mean he's wrong.
He could be wrong, but we've already fought them and them to be. Yeah, we the humans have shut down. As young as we are, with as little technology as we have, we've won every time now. Every single time.
And there's more.
So maybe put some respect on our name, son.
Yeah.
Or we'll start looking at the Tok'ra next. You want to play? We're the 5th race. You're not even in the running.
Well, this is the thing. There are limited numbers of the Tok'ra, and there's literally billions of Tari.
Yeah, billions.
So by sheer numbers, we pose a threat to the Goa'uld more than the Tok'ra.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're like the sands of time, and they're like a couple dozen eggs. Like, good luck with that, bro.
And you come from us, so what's your attitude?
Yeah. What's your attitude,
what he just said is correct. I mean, don't let your overconfidence be your.
Oh yeah, no,
that's absolutely...
that I understand. That I understand, and that plays out. But there's an arrogance with the Tok'ra, where their strategy they've been implementing for a long time hasn't got them any gains or results.
Yeah, all their strategy allows them to survive. Our strategy actually fights back. So yes, you're right, Gary, but he should have a little bit more humility, considering they've been doing this for 1,000 years unsuccessfully, and we got here 8 years ago.
Yeah,
and we've already seen results.
I think Shanice would have presented it a lot better.
Yes, yeah. Just
And I
being
would have
her.
said yes.
Yeah.
First, do no harm.
My eyeliner! I'm allowed to sit here with no makeup on.
That was the reaction I had watching. You know what, John?
I thoroughly dislike this actor.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like the fact that they're doing this now, where they're saying,
"Oh, it's cool."
The host is coming out now. He's been imprisoned for centuries.
That's rad.
Yeah. How's it going?
He's an ancient Egyptian. That's rad.
Yeah.
Nice job, Daniel.
I don't know what to say. Anything, Daniel.
Can we get another archaeologist, please?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like pizza,
Daniel? Thanks for not letting me down this week, Daniel.
Twice.
Idiot.
It's
and get a cleaning crew up here. We're going to need to clean off the back of the iris in a few minutes.
Bugs on a windshield.
As long as they don't have a black hole with them.
I do agree with what you say there, Gary. Overconfidence is an element of this story. A big element. I do. It's bank holiday tomorrow. Yeah, it's great. Extra day of time off.
Woo.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I like how it looks like a devil.
Yeah, it's cool.
38 minutes.
Okay, at this point, they seriously just need to say, what is the upside? What are we going to get strategically from holding him, from keeping him here? That's the only question. No, it's not who cares.
No, let me tell you why. Who cares? They're being threatened by people. So dial out and go handle this Sokar asshole. Don't just capitulate to the enemy. He's their enemy, but so is the Sokar.
I think for me, I always thought about this, that they have to hand back purely because they're still in the same predicament they're in season 1, where they can come at the Earth with ships. That's the main weakness for the SGC, isn't it?
Except for they tried once and they failed, right? So here's the thing. They're in the same position they've been in since season 1. They cannot hide from these people anymore. So they have to make examples of these assholes. You need to take them out at the root. Make the other system lords afraid of us.
Well, again, Sokar knows the gate address, so the rest of the Goa'uld know the gate address now as well. Yes. And it does play out, doesn't it? There does get a point where the Goa'uld realise, spoilers, that the SGC are the Tari are a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And they try to find a good solution to fix that.
It's entirely possible that a part of our weakness is our kindness and our arrogance, but our arrogance and kindness are also our strengths. It's what makes humans so specifically dangerous in the Stargate universe.
But this is why Stargate is so good, and this is why Star Trek was so good, because you have these episodes where you debate and you discuss these ethical questions, and that's when you know it's a great episode and it's a great show.
Yeah, good. Twist the knife. Teal.
Yeah, he's loving it, isn't he? It's good.
Yeah. You have 30 seconds before I kill you. Okay, fine. He's just proved that he's absolutely useless as a source of intelligence. Get rid of him.
Yeah, but just giving him to the enemy is not the right answer either. You know what I would do? Here's what I would do, Gary. I would kill him, cut his head off, come through the gate with that guy's head on a stick and say, Sokar, you're next. That's what I would do. I would make them so terrified of humans.
But then you better be able to guarantee that whatever Sokar does, we'd be able to defend against it.
See, there's something in poker called a dead man's bluff.
Yeah, but like
and I said, even if we couldn't take him hand to hand, their decisions would be tainted by their fear of us.
Do you know what I would do in my mind?
That's a massive assumption.
Do you know what I would do in my mind?
But that's a military strategic strategy. That's the way people operate when they don't have the upper hand.
Do you know what I would do in my mind?
The only flaw in that is that you're not dealing with people. You're dealing with an alien race with a different set of moralities and decisions and all of that.
Which makes them even more emotional. That's the decision the military would make.
Right, but you can't assume. You're dealing with a race.
So you're suggesting pure capitulation, bow down and give them whatever they want, and pray they don't.
No, I'm saying
enslave us.
I'm saying if you do it your way, you better be prepared. You better be prepared for whatever they're going to throw against us, and you can't make that decision assuming that they're operating the way we would.
Yeah, but bro, 1,000 other planets have done it the way you're suggesting, and they've all been enslaved. So why would we walk through with our hat in our hands and ready to capitulate to this a-hole? Other planets have done it, and they've been enslaved by them or murdered or worse.
No, I mean I'm not disputing your kind of head on the stick thing, because there's a chance then that they might be cowed by that, and you kind of go with that. I mean, but it's only a chance. But if that's all they got, then why not?
Might be the only chance.
Do you know what in my head, what I would like to do is I would go through myself with like a Rambo bandana and a P90 and just go at them. One last great stand, me against the elements.
You know what?
Beam a bunch of beam all the Twitter feeds, Instagram feed, Blue Sky feed, and just show them what they're dealing with. Bunch of crazy people.
No, I think we just paint John's face like Mel Gibson, put him on a horse, and send him through the
and then an SG team goes through a few weeks later, and just etched in the sand is they drew first blood, not me. I love the effect.
That's what it is.
130 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a Wednesday in SoCal.
Yeah, that's kind of like what it is outside now.
It's kind of like one of those, 4D cinemas you're in now, Gary, isn't it? With the temperature outside.
I would say, and what's your point, Doctor?
Wait a minute.
His body, not his head.
Hold up, guys. If they can open the gate, why don't they just open the gate to somewhere else so that they can no longer attack the gate with a weapon?
And
he just said we're going to send the body back. Okay, well, dial the B site. I don't understand. This is a weird conundrum.
And also the thing is, they've got to get it out before they dial back in again. So the race against time as well, isn't
it?
Right. I do like the effect on the gate where you've got the red, where the iris is melting.
Super rad, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they're kind of making him more skeletal when we see him.
That's super rad.
I feel sorry for the host as well, but there's nothing you can do, is there? He's going to die anyway.
Yeah, the host
without
is dead
the symbiote.
Already. He should have come in and said, Apophis, I got good news and bad news.
Yeah, I mean, the host, to be fair, though, the host should have been dead 2,000 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably is asking for that suffering to end, to be honest, as a host.
Just send him through in, like bathing trunks since it's so hot in there.
Yeah. If it gets any hotter, we'll have to get Fraser and Carter in bikinis.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You say that? Okay. Mm-hmm. We're going to delay this.
That was John
one more
who
cycle.
said that, everybody, not me. Oh, Daniel, you're so naive.
So he's giving him last rites, essentially.
John Burns, right? Aliens aren't visiting Earth because they're horrified of what humans have been going through as history as a plot of sci-fi science fiction.
Yeah. All that talk of that alien fleet heading for Earth at the moment, it's just.
I think it's funny how we make entertainment based on murdering other races.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, screw that. We're not going to Earth. That's
and we're like, this is payback for you probing us for 50, 60 years.
Like Independence Day.
But then you get,
hey boys, I'm back.
Then you get into the discussion: does ceasing treatment equate to murder?
Yes.
And that's a whole other.
First, do no harm. Yeah.
Well, then that begs the question of is not doing good equal to doing harm?
Well, interestingly as well, you've also got an ethical discussion there about who are you saving with that medical intervention? Are you saving the symbiote, or are you saving the host that's been enslaved for centuries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a really good episode for a lot of ethical discussion.
Should have thought of that before.
Yeah.
No, doctor.
Hmm. Yeah, that's not nice.
How did they know that that was all? How did she know that? That was it. That they had a window now.
Gate shut off. So literally, the second the gate shuts down, they've just got to start
on the other end.
Computer.
On the other end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got 38 minutes to get that dialing up and a gate open before they come and do it. Well, they instantly attempt to do it again, and their dialing is quicker.
Yeah, but that's one benefit of not having a DHD.
Yeah. So Carter's sped it up with managed to get it going quicker. in the hopes they can get a gate going out. It's getting too hot for them.
Yeah, we just gotta get bikinis going.
Yeah. A little like Michael Jackson, that statue. Chamon.
Simone.
She find out the host's actually from the 70s. That's cool.
Super rad.
Yeah. Yeah. Gap after Duck, Sholvar M. Jackson. So Teal'c's happy because that's one enemy down.
Trebuchet.
Yeah.
And throw.
Yeah, you wanted him to volley him through.
Yeah, I do.
Trebuchet.
Just toss
See,
him.
that's interesting. Who directed this episode? Because there's some good directorial choices
It's
here
good.
for the way that they filmed the Stargate. Close the iris. Oh no, I guess they're safe as long as until they do close the iris, right? Yeah. Doctor, you work in a military facility. Of course, sometimes medical needs will override your, military needs will override some medical ones. Come on.
100%. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. He's gonna revive him.
Yeah.
Didn't tell us that before.
They should have sent him through in pieces.
That's not for them to decide.
Yeah. I always found it fascinating with the sarcophagus because what happens to the soul? Oh, contacting them. See, the question I've always had about the sarcophagus as well, when you got like a soul of a body, and the body's dead, resurrecting, I always thought, how does that come back? Why don't they come back like zombified, with no spirit whatsoever? But that's an entirely
that's a good question. Is what is a soul, right? Is it the mental pathways? Is it the energy that inhabited that body? Like, is it your bioenergy? That's your soul, and it utilizes the information that you've amassed, like a hard drive utilizes. Like it's like is your if your RAM is your short-term memory and your brain is your hard drive, then the energy flowing through it, that would be your soul. Does that mean that every time we turn a computer on and off, it's a different person? I don't know.
Yeah, and I bet at some point there's probably a script or fleshed out idea from Brad Wright and co that they were going to do something like that at some point. They just didn't get around to it because
I think he did it with Travelers. The show Travelers.
Okay, yeah,
he
true.
did that. He did something like that,
but not Stargate. Yeah.
I think that's too deep for Stargate, man.
Yeah.
Not that Stargate can't be deep, but like the tone of Stargate is not, hyper.
Well, Stargate at the end of the day is, science fiction adventure.
I suppose technically
it's not philosophy.
They did have one element of it in universe. When we get there, there was a story about reincarnation and stuff as such. Then, so maybe that's a long way off, obviously. But Gary, mate, what do you think about that episode? Score out of 10 as well?
I thought very good, very well written. Catherine Powers writes a lot of the great episodes. It was good. I mean, it's thought provoking. I'd like to be able to say like no easy answers, but I think some answers there are easier than others, because if you consider that the whole Stargate project is basically, a military project on a war footing, which it is, that I would think that and I'm sure Brian, please feel free to rebut my interpretation. But I mean, if you have an organization that's on a war footing, then all of the decisions you make have to be governed primarily, maybe not only, but primarily, strategically. It's like, either what can we get, or what can we take from the enemy, or what can we get for ourselves, and so sometimes, and anything after that is more kind of like luxury. So that's why I kept saying during the episode, it's like they've got to weigh what do we gain from keeping him versus what do we gain from giving? What do we gain or lose from giving him back? It's all about measurement of gain and loss, and so
what's the value of this action? Totally get it. But I also think that there's a perfect episode coming up, and John knows what I'm talking about, when there's a new president in the United States and he has to be briefed on the Stargate program, right? And this president is classic sort of like good old boy, ex-military guy, right? And he actually gets a Goa'uld, who is threatening the planet, actually speaks to him directly. And you'd think that he'd be terrified of this thing he just heard about hovering over his head and screaming at him, essentially. But instead, he does what humans do really good. And he feigns arrogance, and he feigns strength, and he says, "Come at me, bro." And it's crazy because the Goa'uld now doesn't know how to react, because for thousands of years and thousands of worlds, when they pulled that method, people cowered in fear, and they allowed themselves to be taken over and destroyed. But humans, the Tari, did not. He went straight to the president, and for the first day, he meets this horrible, horrifying thing for the first time, and his entire body, the way he acts, his body movements, his voice, his tone, his everything is, "What are you going to do about it? We're going to kill you the way we killed your friends." And he is so arrogant, and his hubris is so extreme, because that's such an American thing. Well, that's such a human thing, really. And all of a sudden, this Goa'uld, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to spoil it, doesn't know what to do. He's never experienced that in the thousands of years he's existed. It's crazy.
Don't let the suit fool you. We're going to fight. Yeah, that's
reaction. But that was only a 50.
I wasn't saying that specifically, John.
But that's only a 50-50 chance that the reaction will be like that. I'm not saying.
But the other 50-50 chance is being enslaved.
Right. I'm not saying that. And again, I haven't seen that episode yet. Like that's a wrong strategy. But again, you can't assume that it's going to be an instantly effective strategy. It's a gamble.
Well, I will say, guys, I will say, guys, the counter argument that Gary's saying, and we will get there. It's a long, long way off, but that is effectively kind of used in Stargate Continuum.
It is,
So the example you say, Gary, we do get to that, and we see the other side of it where they go, actually, no, we're not going to. What we'll do, no spoilers, but we're we're going to do our own thing. We're just going to focus on Earth, you know, and there's a consequence to that. So we will get there.
I'm not, and again, let me make it clear. I'm not saying like, you know, in all these confrontations, automatically kind of background and go for the conservative play it safe. I'm just saying that there's only a hair's breadth that divides, you know, arrogance and boldness from overconfidence and everything that can
That's
bring.
very true.
Yeah.
You know, that's really all I'm saying.
Yeah. That's a valid point.
And you never know which one's going to work in any situation. It's just rolling the dice. Yeah. It's like you're saying, you know, I really hope that this works.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I think that when you weigh it, you go, what they know about the Goa'uld, they know for a fact that diplomacy and conservatism in strategy doesn't work. So I think, and it's natural, especially for American military, to just be arrogant, to just feign hubris, even if they don't have it, to be bold. So that's also my natural reaction, because looking at what I've seen for Stargate, these Goa'uld are not to be reasoned with. You can't make deals with them. They're just evil, and some of them are more dimensional than just evil. But a lot of the Goa'uld are just straight up evil.
That's why they should be deferring, in my opinion, to Teal'c in all this, because he's the one that can be the one that's like, well, okay, you know, he can say you're reacting like you're fighting a human enemy. Let me tell you about the enemy that you are fighting. And that's why I would immediately go, if I were Hammond, I would go Teal'c.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. That would, you know, it would have been smart for them to be like, Teal'c, what's the play here?
Well, that's I guess what I'm saying. Yes.
You look at Teal'c in that episode, all the way through the episode, he's like, no, I want you to die. And then at the end of it, he pretty much puts him through the gate and walks off, and he's going off clearly to go and do weights or something. He just doesn't care. He's moved on.
I mean, Hammond would go Teal'c, putting your personal animosity aside, so that doesn't color your judgment. What do we do here?
But again, any other time, I always thought to myself, and I still think this to this day, I always think to myself, that would have been a really good episode to have Braytak come back into it. Because 100%. Braytak would have been superb with that. The discussions with Apophis, it would have worked out well. He would have done you're just a parasite in a human body.
That's a really good point, because Teal'c probably cannot remove himself personally from the equation, but Braytak, they have experience with Braytak doing that. Yeah. Braytak will be like, no, Teal'c, we need to do what's smart in here. For Braytak, it's always about doing what's smart.
I would have liked to have seen that, at least that scene. And you could have had Braytak there, you know, he'd already shown up for like Friday Night Poker with the General, you know, and he just happened to be in the complex when they brought the Apophis back. Yeah.
Right. So Gary, what would you give that out of 10, mate?
I would say, well-written episode, getting rid of, you know, an ongoing character, which is kind of, even though it was Brian's bete noir from this series that he did not like the actor or the character.
I hate that guy.
And I would say an 8, very well done. You know, makes you think. You don't just sit there with this episode just like as a sponge soaking it in. It engages your, very engaging. So I would say absolutely an 8.
Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, I would say 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, I give it an 8 out of 10. For me, you know, as I was saying while we were watching it, this is what we are missing today. We're missing sci-fi shows that have these kind of that make you have these debates, have these discussions. We don't get that anymore, and I really wish we did, because it shows the quality of the writers. Star Trek was like it, you know, in its previous iterations as well. I really want to see intelligent writers come back that can do the stuff these guys could do. These guys are great at what they do. This episode is great. Yeah, you get the first mention of Sokar, you know, which is great. You've also got, you know, the wrapping up of Apophis. You've also got, you know, the ethical discussions, as I was just saying. It's a good episode, and I would say, yeah, for me, it's got to be an 8 out of 10. I think people in the chat, just having a look. So we've got Juliet gives it an 8 out of 10. Gap After Dark gives it an 8.1 out of 10. Julie Coonan gives it an 8 out of 10. Victor Fontaine, 7 out of 10. This one was better than the last one. Seeing Apophis die was thought-provoking, although he was just resurrected for more torture. Introduced another big bad and more warring within the Goa'uld. Well, yeah, we'll have to see. Gary's shivering with excitement. I can tell already.
I mean, I did like the fact that the Goa'uld dies first, and then you have, you know, the terrified kind of Egyptian there, and then the tone of everything shifts, because then, you know, like the doctor and even Jack are going, okay, things have changed now, because it's like, I don't feel so comfortable being so, you know, cavalier with this innocent being now who's all we have. And so I appreciate the fact that they addressed it, and the character reactions shifted as they would in that instance.
I think it's established at some point in the show where they do also talk about, it might have even been earlier, where they talk about the fact that when a Goa'uld is dying, it releases toxins into the body. So essentially, the host dies after them, which shows how evil the Goa'uld are. Really, you know, they'd rather do that so that the host doesn't live, which is really good. I think. Can I ask Gary? Did you add an extra, you know, 0.5 on for Janet Fraser being in the episode again? Is that included, or
no? I actually took a 0.5 off because the waitress wasn't in this episode.
That's fair enough, mate. You know, I totally get your scoring.
I'm consistent. At least I'm consistent. So I'm assuming that this isn't the last we see of Apophis then.
I don't know.
Can't really answer that.
Or is that just like an empty threat at the end?
We can't answer that without very obvious spoilers, bro.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
we literally can't say no or yes.
Well, but I mean,
because it's not a clear answer.
This is the first time that we see Sokar, so I have to assume from that Sokar is a thing now.
Yeah, we'll see Sokar again for sure.
Yeah, and again, what they're doing season 2, they're building things for season 3.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all good. I think we've got John Burns come in as well. Good to see you, mate, tonight, mate. Thank you for coming in. I also want to be the highest. Yeah.
Well,
brilliant.
Okay. Well, good. You are the highest this week, then, John. I also want to see. I want to see Fred come back in the cliffhanger.
Well, okay. He comes back in the finale, mate. Of the show,
as it should be.
As the ultimate Goa'uld. He's been hiding as a tramp for decades.
They should make him one of the spin-off characters for Atlantis.
Yeah. So what I was going to say as well is, look, thanks for everybody again for joining us tonight. It's great having you in the chat. We're building a nice little community now with these Stargate watch-alongs. I look forward to these every weekend. You know, I really do, because talking to about Stargate and watching them with friends, there's nothing better for me, really. We're to let you know as well, we started our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. watch along on Thursday nights, and that is at 5 p.m. PST. So we've got episode 2 coming up this Thursday. So join us if you can. It's the same sort of style as the Stargate watch along. So we'll have a timer on the screen, and we'll be watching them in Discord together. And then,
except we're still deciding whether I should start pretending I've never seen it.
We want authenticity for Gary.
Yes. Do you guys want to give a preview of next week's Stargate? Like a little bit of non-spoilerly, like the 2 episodes we have next week?
Yeah. Let me tell you what they are.
Yeah. So again, we're getting very close to the finale now of season 2. So it's
next time on the Stargate Watch Party.
Next time on Stargate Watch Party.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to sound like Majel Barrett.
I would say
next time on Stargate Watch Party.
I would say to everybody in the chat as well, and everyone watching. I mean, there's over 30 still watching, so thank you for joining us tonight. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, because we're building the channel and we want to do sort of
and share
great fun stuff like this. Yeah, so share it out. The
like,
more that come into the chat,
share.
the better.
Dislike if you like. Just hit random buttons.
Send money, send food, whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah, just hit all the hit buttons until it feels good to you. Until you're like, you know what? That was enough buttons. I feel like that was enough. All right. Next week we got episode 19 and 20. And it's perfect because there's 4 more episodes left. And we go, episode 19 is One False Step. During a simple reconnaissance mission, the UAV plane crashes into a cactus-like plant on a planet inhabited by an unusual life form.
Oh, it's
I don't remember that episode, but looks cool. And then episode 20 is going to be Show and Tell. They should not have that title with...
It's a Janet Frazier story, Gary.
They shouldn't have that title because the title is Show and Tell, and the thumbnail is Jack holding a small boy.
Oh,
guys, come on!
Hathor episode.
A young boy gains entry into Stargate Command and tells SG-1 that he has come with his mother, a member of the invisible Ritu race.
Yeah,
cool.
Oh, it's a banger.
I mean, those are good episodes, but the following week is 1969 and Out of Mind, and wow, those are good episodes, man.
Before we go, John, I was
Juliet.
Just going to say,
Juliet. Episode 1 is on the playlists
on the live tab.
Agents of Shield, and live tab. So the timer's on there. So all you'll need to do is effectively just put your stream up, your Disney Plus or whatever, to watch episode 1, and you'll be able to follow along with what we're saying, and then you can join us for episode 2.
Yeah, join us in the chat as we try to keep John awake for the full hour, since it's 1 a.m. His time when we do this.
Yeah, I've gone USA time, everybody. I've gone USA time. So John Burns, when do I get to see Patrick McKenna, Harold from the Red Green Show, and John Billingsley, Dr. Phlox, Enterprise? I don't know, mate. I mean, I'll ask them. See if we can get them on. You never know, mate.
John has all of Hollywood on speed dial.
Yeah, we're building something here, everybody. So, Gary, do you want to let everyone know where else you can be found?
Well, in addition to appearing with you guys twice a week, I'm also on earlier Thursday on Type 40, the big Thursday show, and also on Saturday for the Space Book, where we talk about everything but Doctor Who. We're currently, one of our little weekly features these days is taking apart Dissecting Alien Earth. And but I never know what we're going to talk about on that one. So
glad you used the word dissecting for Alien Earth.
Yes, that was intentional. That was intentional. So that's me during the week.
Yep. And Brian, where can everyone else find you, my friend?
Everywhere.
He lives in the system.
I live in YouTube. Well, yeah, obviously here on Sundays and Thursdays. The Popcast, randomly, when Shane decides to finally turn over a script he's writing. I swear, Shane is like George R. Martin, where he's like, I'm working on it. All of his work is very good, but like I never really know when he's gonna deliver that work. I feel like George R. Martin's publisher, and I'm just like, come on, I need a book to market. So when he finally gives me the script for the next doc, which is about 3 weeks late now, I will need about 5 days to finish that. So if he hands me that next script for the next doc tomorrow, then this coming weekend you will see our next full-length documentary.
Yeah.
But more than likely he'll deliver it sometime on a Wednesday night at like 10 o'clock, and then I'll be like, we'll have it by this weekend, right? And I'll be like, no. And it'll be the following weekend. Well, we'll see how it goes. Also, Brain Show on Saturdays at noon, and Salty Nerd Podcast. And I think I'm going on Tom's after Midnight's Edge show this week. I forgot.
Really?
Oh, cool.
And Sporkin News.
Plug
and,
us. Plug us.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you guys all the plugs. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys all the places I'm going to be this week and next week, real quick, while we're here. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say when you go on Midnight's Edge, make sure to plug us.
Yeah, I'm going to Midnight's Edge soon. I'm going to be on Culture Casino's show soon.
Oh.
Sporkin News podcast, and Philip Chan's Crunchy Egg Roll thing.
Yeah.
So that's going to be all this week and early next week, and I think maybe even George this Giant Slayer the following Sunday.
Blimey.
Basically, like a couple weeks ago, I put out the bat signal and said if anyone needs guests, hit me up so I can promote the show. And then like all at the same exact time, I got all the DMs back. So
Well,
Yeah.
we'll do them all.
Gondor called for aid.
we're doing it live. Doing it live.
The beacons have been lit, everybody.
Yeah, I blew the horn of Gondor, and they started showing up.
I've just got an image now of on top, like an image of like George the Giant Slayer lighting it. You know, Culture Casino on another one, lighting one.
I think it was actually Mexican Iron Man that is hooking me up with George.
He'll also be on
yeah.
the food. He'll also be on the Food Network.
I don't know exactly when these are happening, but they all DM me back, so it should be happening either this week.
Well,
or next.
who needs sleep,
Brilliant.
Brian?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so I think it's the 28th. I'm going on. Oh yeah, so the 28th for sure. The 28th, I'll be on. So this Thursday. Hopefully it's before. It's gonna be Thursday morning.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyways, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was going to say John Burns. Yeah, I know the episode you're talking about, and I do enjoy that episode. It's good fun. We will get there. But everybody, yeah, thanks for joining us tonight.
Mhm.
It's been a joy having you in the chat and watching along. We will see you next week, but by all means, please stop by and watch the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. watch along, watch party on Thursday. We will have a lot of fun with that. And until then, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Take care, all.